geeft de voet op. Ja, totaal niet. Perfect.
Brickomarsza Galeria Pestka, Juna Trans, Visineo, MW Metal, Fajerwerki Korsarz, DWD Service, H2 Mesebał. Also, it is worth mentioning that we are organizing this tournament with the help of Polish Squash and the city of Poznań. It's the last day. Nothing more, nothing less than thrilling squash throughout that whole week, since Tuesday till Saturday. And all of that is going to culminate in the after party here in the club, right after the finals. So those of you who are in Poznań right now, I I warmly invite you to come here to the street of Górecka 108 to watch that final live here on site. If you are not able to do that, we kindly invite you to remain on that stream for as long as you can to experience those two matches, because we've got this final, and then later, right after that match, we've got the final of the 9K tournament between Mohamed Gohar of Egypt and Rowan Damming of Netherlands. So far, that encounter here between those two looks slightly more friendly than it did a couple of days ago. It seems that they've become since their encounter on Tuesday. Hopefully that will result in a clean but exciting match between those two. So far, I've got a small déjà vu from the previous encounter. So Ayad Dawood is getting every ball back, counter-attacking, and Salah El Torgman attacking the ball as much as he can to break the rhythm, to break the physicality of Ayad Dawood. Probably for both, the game plan will be rather similar, only small tweaks. Given the physical and mental state of both players, I think it will remain more or less the same. Saleh Torkman will try to break Ayad Dawood, and Ayad Dawood will try to force mistakes from Saleh Torkman. Clever serve through the middle. Lovely counter drop by the sidewall. Ayad Dawood on the run, and that had to be a stroke. Ayad Dawood slightly not happy with that decision, but I think he knows. He knows there was no other option. Oh, lovely switch. Good wrist work from Saleh Torkman. Oh, now straight into the nick that was. So we are back at level 6-all. Very equal encounter that is. On their way to the final, both players managed to win against nearly the whole top 4 of the Polish rankings, because Ayad Dawood in the quarterfinal beat Jan Samborski, and then in the semi-final he beat Leon Krysiak, the current Polish champion. In the quarterfinals, Saleh Torkman beat Filip Jarota, a 6-time Polish champion. And then he beat me in the semi-final, current number 3 in Poland. So to get there, they beat nearly the full strength of the Polish squash here. Saleh Torkman chatting with his Egyptian friends by the glass. Ayad Dawood as well. Very friendly encounter, that looks like. I'm curious whether, when the score gets tight, how the scenes, how the body language, how the facial expressions are going to change when the things will start to get serious. Because they eventually will, because only one of those 2 players can win. And one of them will take the prize, and the other will be the runner-up. And although it may seem that being a runner-up is a nice feeling for some, and I'd say even that for many, being a runner-up obviously is something that gives you pride, but at the same time, it's something that hurts very, very much, because you feel as you are very, very close to taking that title for yourself. But eventually you missed out on it slightly. So I don't think that any of them wants to be a runner-up. I think both of them want to be the winner. So I hope that it will get tense. It will get tense. Now Ayad Dawood has 2 game balls to take that. No, sorry. So it's 9-8. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that point was for 10-8, and now it's 10-8. So 2 game balls for Ayad Dawood to take that first game here in Poznan. Steady performance from him so far. Didn't make many errors, unlike his opponent. Oh, lovely lob by the right side wall to get out of trouble. A lot of lobbing and dropping here. But yeah, the faces look more focused now. Oh, he didn't read that. So it's a let ball. crowds are getting bigger. These are the scenes that I like to see. A lot of enthusiasts of squash here in Poznań. And that first game goes to Ayad Dawood. He leads 1-0. On the court number 2, the first point was resulted in a stroke decision from the ref, and it goes to Salel Torgman of Canada, sorry. Oh, that was a lovely get and a great lob to get himself out of trouble. Ooh, lovely wrist work. He sent Salel Torgman the wrong way. A lot of heavy lunges from Dawood. And that went down. I mean, he knows that if it did go above the tin, it would have surprised Salel Torgman very, very much. So yeah, the encounter is very much alike. That match is very much alike. Oh, whoa! And that goes straight to the nick. The crowd loves it. Ayad Dawood invites the crowd to cheer. Bit of banter from Salel Torgman there, throwing that ball. So yeah, crowd slightly more animated. And there's little space, but managed to play that. So, for the first time in this match, one of the players is using their review. Both players have 2 reviews per 4 games, and then in the 5th game, if it goes to 5 games, they get another extra review. Sorry, not another extra review, but just for the 5th game, there is one review each. And so, I think it stayed. So, referee Paweł Miękus is not yet very, very busy in this match. Most of the decisions were accepted by the players. Oh, now Dawood trying something fancy to surprise Torgman. Oh, great counter drop. And Dawood gave himself a lot of time with that high drop shot, and then put slight pressure on Ertuğrul, and Ertuğrul knew that if he wants to score a point, he has to go for a perfect shot, and probably that was the reason for that mistake from Ertuğrul there. Another serve through the middle from Dawood. He likes to do that. I'd say that he knows how to do that. Let's be given. A bit of hold from Dawood, but he's still on the ropes. Ooh, cheeky, but he got that, Dawood. We love that exhibition stuff from them. And I think that the most animated here is Mohamed Goha of Egypt, who is going to play in the next final. Yeah, exactly. You are right. You've got to appreciate the squash, especially if it's good. Ooh. I mean, that was a strange shot, but that went in, and that surprised everybody. Dawood taking a bit of time to clean his glasses. He's got to use them glasses since he's still a junior. Oh, now he set Ertuğrul up. And that is a stroke. Ertuğrul quite animated, not happy, dissatisfied with that decision. So it's a big lead, I think. 4 points, 7-3, just 4 points away from taking that second game, Dawood. The body types of those players are very, very different. Ayad Dawood, a short player, but very, very muscular. Whereas Salah Ertuğrul, very, very tall player, very, very thin. Different body types. And you see that their physicality is attributed to the way that squash has to be played by the players of this sizes. Like, people who are slightly shorter have to be a little bit more muscular to generate strength, whereas people who are slightly taller, they don't need those extra kilos in muscles. So taller players tend to be thinner in comparison, in the perspective, taking obviously into perspective how their bodies look like. They tend to be slightly thinner than the shorter players, slightly less muscular. So that's something interesting we can take from watching this match, that different players, different body types, different styles, different approaches to the game, mental, physical, tactical. Squash is a very, very complex game and can be played in various ways. When it comes to the difference in styles, obviously we see a more counter-attacking style of Dawood and a more controlling, a more positive style of play from Salah Ertuğrul. Positive meaning that he feels the need to be responsible for taking the ball short as the first in the rally, whereas Ayad Dawood doesn't feel that responsibility. His responsibility is to retrieve the ball and then played back with purpose. Now, Ayad Dawood not really entering that middle. Saleh Togman took the middle for the major part of the rally. So, review screen we are seeing. So what's going to be the decision? It's a tough call. And the stroke's been given.
The decision was a left.
Okay, so Saleh Togman asked for a review because he didn't think that should be a let ball. So he was punished for using his review, and the decision, and the stroke was given, and the stroke resulted in Saleh Togman losing another point. But according to the rules, despite Saleh Togman using his review, he's actually, although he will not lose his review because the decision was turned not in his favor. Now another error, and 4 game balls for Dawood to take that second game. And he didn't manage to get that bows. It's 11-6 to Ayad Dawood. He leads 2 games to love. So we are back, game number 3. Ayad Dawood leading 2 games to love. Crowd love that shot from Dawood. They absolutely love that shot. They love to see great squash and risky shots from both players. But this time it was Ayad Dawood who received the ovation from the crowd. Lovely interception, but Dawood is going to get that. Dawood definitely is going to get that. You cannot finish Dawood just with 1 attacking shot. He's just too quick for that. But now there is plenty of those attacking shots from El Torgman. Again, he's controlling that middle well, but at the same time, he just tends to hit the tin slightly too many times. And that is one of the reasons why... Wow, wow, wow! What a risky shot, and the payoff. It tastes so well when you hit that when you hit that nick of a straight ball. So it's a small lead now in this third game for Dawood, coming from a lot of... Oh, again. He's on the run. His shot playing quality has gone up. Again, just so many attacking shots from El Torgman, but Dawood, he's relentless. He's getting them all and then countering in style. As we see now, El Torgman is in trouble. That attempt of the cross-court nick was poor. And it stayed in. It stayed in. I'm slightly surprised. And just so many attacking shots he had to play, El Torgman. And all of them were retrieved by Dawood. And in the end, he just aimed slightly too low. Good squeeze from El Torgman now. I mean, if he wants to turn this match around, I think that he needs to remain playing as he is, which means keeping the control of the middle as he does. But at the same time, what he definitely has to change is the accuracy of his attacking shots. Because, I mean, that ball from El Torgman was loose, and the no-let's been given, and Ayad Dawood asks for a review. I mean, I think that one of the reasons why the referee might have given a no-let was lack of effort to play that ball, really. And if that's the case, then I might agree. Okay, so the decision has been overruled. So the let's been given to Ayad Dawood. Although probably the effort remained low based on the video analysis. It seems that that shot of El Torgman was very, very loose, so at least a let had to be given because of safety concerns, probably. Oh, wow, that was a dying length. Again, he just slightly misses them cross-court nicks when he hits them off the forehand side. Ayad Dawood. Again, he's getting everything. He is getting everything. Like, it is very important to state that Salah El Torgman is doing a very, very good job to stay on that middle court, to keep the Ayad Dawood on the ropes, to keep attacking. But it is just not good enough to finish the rally with Ayad Dawood. Because he actually is getting nearly everything. So it's 6-3 3-point lead. So if the scenes remain the same, so Salah Togman keeps the middle, but then eventually Dawood manages to still score the points, we are in for a... We are going to know who is the winner of PSA Poznań Open Satellite $1,000 tournament in a span of just 3 games. So, as I say, Salah Togman's got to up his quality because the shot selection is right, and now the quality was good. Obviously, Dawood was there. He was very close to that ball. It wasn't the case of not being able to run to that ball. It was more the case of how tight that ball was played, so that Dawood couldn't run onto that ball and counter-attack. So the quality was good enough to force an error this time from Dawood. And that's probably one of the things that Salah Togman has to do. Keep that ball slightly tighter. Let's been given enough interference, it seems. Again, some tight balls from both. Good lift, stay in the court. Nice drop shot from El Togman. And that ball stayed in. That ball stayed in, I'm sure. He has to play on Dawood. Why am I so sure that that ball stayed in? Because I'm sitting by that right back corner, just by the glass, so it was very easy to spot the ball bouncing off the glass below the red line. White cross, Aki goes again for that ball between the legs. Second time in this match. Lovely volley drop, and now lovely cross drop. He gets the point. He's fist pumping. He's happy to get that point. And it's 7-3. That kind of a lead was there in the second game as well. So is it going to be again as too big of a lead for Salah Togman to get back on the scoreline and take that game? We will see. Now that was a nice kill from Dawood. Yeah, it had to be the drop. And it had to be a drop as well. Salah Togman seems slightly fatigued. Or in that occasion, he was disinterested in getting that ball back. And now that was a lovely finish. It was a lovely finish, that was. So it remains a 4-point lead for Dawood after those 2 rallies being played. Again, very tight ball, causing trouble to Dawood. And that hit the tin. He's looking at Ibrahim El-Kabani, not happy with himself that he didn't manage to keep that ball in court, inside the court. Yeah, that's how I probably should have said in the first place, but never mind. Tight encounter by that right side wall. Now exchanges of lines. Now by the left side wall. I think the quality was slightly higher when they played by that left side wall than the right side wall. Again, it's a great display. Oh, retrieving skills of Dawood, and now it was a great display of finishing skills from Dawood. Oh, a bit cheeky now. A bit cheeky, just 2 points away from taking that title. And he's just 1 point away from taking that title. Ayad Dawood. Five match balls. 5 opportunities to close that down. And is he going to convert the first one? And it's going to be a let ball. I mean, Dawood tried to influence the ref. The ref's not having that. Oh, lovely boast to Nick. And that ball went out. So the first match ball saved by the Canadian. And conceded by Dawood. So another game ball saved by the Canadian. So are we in for a longer ride with this satellite final? Or is it going to be over? Okay, so the third match ball saved. Just 2 more left. So through the middle. And decision. And stroke is being given. Ayad Dawood. No, not yet. The review.
There's no reviews.
No? Or does he not?
Why is there a stroke?
Salah El Togman doesn't have any reviews. So it's match to Ayad Dawood. He takes that title. Yeah. Ayad.
Interview? Now interview. Come on. That's the interview. Yeah, there has to be.
Okay, Ayad, congratulations on winning that satellite. How do you feel after that win?
I'm very happy, of course. I'm proud of myself. It was a tough run. It was a very tough run, especially that round in the 9K. So I wanted to challenge myself more to do something to be proud of. And of course, winning that tournament. I know it's not a very big tournament, but it's a proud. I'm proud of myself, and I hope I can win more in the future.
Tell me, because it was the second time you played against Salah in this city, in Poznan. How did you feel about the fact that, I mean, probably you knew that it might have happened that you are going to play again. How did you feel when you entered that tournament and now as you were approaching the final?
Yeah, of course, after the 5-game thriller, I was a bit nervous to play him again, of course, because I knew that he would be wanting to beat me this time.
Yeah.
But I had my tactics ready for him, and yeah, I was mentally prepared and I won.
And you did that well. Congratulations again. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Ayad Dawood of Egypt, champion of the satellite tournament. Give him a round of applause.